It's time to get moving and grooving here for another game of rugby league. I've got to calm down. I need my sniffy jar. I need to find it. I need to get it. And we need to get rocking and rolling here for the second game of the day after whatever that was. Whatever that last travesty was. Oh, my dearie me. I'm going to change the colour of this microphone, and we're going to run through the two lineups for this game. So do me a favour, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. This is a big game between two teams that really need a win, but it seems like the Storm, they just don't have the ability to chuck their best players out in the field right now with no Munster, with no Hughes, with no Grant, with no Coates, with no anybody. They are just rump a stomp. But like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, let's do it. So the Storm, 12th position, the Bulldogs, 9th position, and this is at Amy Park in Melbourne. The ins here for the Storm, Hayden Watson, Jai Bowden, Joe Chan, and Sean Blaw, with the outs being Harry Grant, Jack Howarth, Jerome Hughes, and Stanley Huon. Well, fullback is Sualalvi Farlongo, with the wingers being Sualangi Tuimalatu Brown and Moses Leo, centres of Manaya Fadere and Nick Meaney. The 5'8" is Tyron Wisher, the halfback being Hayden Watson on debut. Front row forwards are Stefano Utukamanu and Josh King, with the number 9 being Trent Towalau. The captain is actually Josh King as well. Back row of Cooper Clark and Oren Keeley, with the 13 being Trent Loiero, and then the interchange is Alec McDonald, Jack Hetherington, Sean Blaw, Joe Chan, Angus Hinchy, and Jai Bowden, with the coach being Craig Bellamy. Now we move over to the Dogs. They're in Alec Lassimi Jones, Jonathan Sewer, and Kurt Mann, with the outs being Gordon Chenkum Tong, Jed Reardon, and Lipoi Hopoi. The fullback is Connor Tracy, with the wingers being Jacob Kiraz and Jethro Renakama. Centres are Matty Burton and Anari Suala. The 5'8" is Stephen Crichton, who was the captain, and the halfback is Lachlan Galvin. Front row forwards are Max King and Leo Thompson, with the number 9 being Bailey Hayward. Back row, Billy Bombili, Viliami Kekau, and Jacob Preston, with the 13 being Jamin Salmon. And then the interchange, Kurt Mann, Josh Curran, Harry Hayes, Alec Lassimi Jones, Sean O'Sullivan, and Jonathan Sewer, with the coach being Cameron Serraldo. Ultimately, Dogs, this is your time to set a statement. You win here today, you actually go into the top 8. You lose here today, and it will be an absolute disgrace based on the fact that the Storm have all their players out, man. The Bulldogs should not be losing this game here today, but it is do or die here for both of these teams, because it is just getting to that really pointy edge of the season. And with the Cowboys obviously losing last night, you know, the Bulldogs have to win to get into that top 8, and the points differential is just nowhere close now. And yeah, look, ultimately, the Dogs should just be simply getting this job done. I would not be surprised if the Dogs still only found a way to win this game 1-12. But ultimately, the Storm probably aren't going to be anywhere near up to it today, but they need to be, because if they lose, their season's done. They need to win 5 out of the remaining 5 games. But let's quickly go through the ladder here. So the Storm, they're on 20 points with 8 wins. They're on minus 12. If they win this game, they would only be able to go to the Raiders, who are on 22 points, but they'd be equal on 9 wins with the Bulldogs, Manly, and also the Raiders. But with the Storm winning, they're minus 12. They would actually go above the Raiders for the time being, raised by the Panthers tomorrow. So the Storm would, for the time being, go into 11th position, but they would still be 2 points away. It'd still be 1 win away from the top 8, which is the Rabbitohs. Everyone's hoping the Sharks beat the Rabbitohs this week, with the fact that they're on 10 wins compared to everybody else in the 11, and 9 for Manly, Bulldogs, and Raiders, and then obviously the Storm. So Storm win, they could go to 11th, but they could still finish in 12th. Raiders beat the Panthers. If Storm lose, well, there's not an outsider's chance of them actually dropping below the Titans. Like, there is actually a chance there they could drop below the Titans, who, if they were able to go and beat the Warriors at home tomorrow, there would actually be a world. Hold on one second here. I'm just getting up the game so that we don't miss out over here, because it is about to start up any moment now. There we go. Okay, so they're running onto the field now here at Amy Park, the Storm. But anyway, so the Storm, if they lose this game, if the Titans, they're on minus 86, the Storm are on minus 12. Technically speaking, Titans could go above them, especially if the Storm lost by 4 tonight, which is unlikely, but if they did, Titans win, the Storm could go to 13th. Broncos win. No, the points differential's not good enough. It's only the Titans that are within range. So, yeah, lowest they can probably finish is in 13th, but more than likely still 12th. On the other side, the Bulldogs in 10th position on 24 points. If they win this game, they're equal with the Manly Seagulls on 24 right now with plus 90. But the minus 58 of the Dogs is really, really crushing for them. But if they win it, they would go above Manly into 9th. They would also go above the Cowboys into 8th. where the Cowboys would drop out of the top 8 and the Bulldogs would be into it. But they would still be one win behind the Cowboys. Just the Cowboys have got a bye remaining. They would have to win this game by dead set like 90 to go above the Knights, though. So that won't be happening here. But the game has started. The Bulldogs will receive the ball to start off, and it'll be first tackle at the 20. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for new round here. Maxi King brings it out of the 25 now on second tackle. So yeah, Bulldogs can go into 8th position with a win. If they lose, well, the Raiders, if they beat the Panthers, they will go above them, and the Bulldogs will go to 11th, and that is the lowest that they can possibly go. But there we go, guys. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and Billy Viliami Kickout will bring this ball out to the 40 now on 4th tackle, and surely this is just an easy win here for the Canterbury Bulldogs. Surely it is. Surely, but we'll see. Alrighty, so it's going to be Dogs now who kick this ball away, and the Storm will receive that ball at the 20, and it'll be Swiller, will be far longer, who takes it out of the 30 on first tackle now. Surely, son. Surely. Let me open this chat up. Please just be a better game than the last one. That actually enraged me. I was actually raging at the end of that last game. Death Arena Karma is priced at $2 for a try. I think it's worth, mate. Maybe I'll just sleep instead at 6 a.m. in Canada right now. The Dogs should have anybody scoring, but their attack isn't obviously known to be quite that good. Their attack is obviously not that great. But honestly, in a game like this, you'd be fully expecting the Dogs to do it. I'm actually going Dogs 1-12, though, because I could just easily see a world they still struggle, but yet still win. You know, similar to the Dolphins-Dragons game in the last one. You know, just with a tiny bit more quality, because the last game was just so bad. So bad. But Renakama brings his ball out here to the 28 on first tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jeremy. Let's get Messi as well. Shavir says, who are you backing for on this one? I think the Dogs just should simply win. 13 plus is what they should be winning, but I could easily still see it being a 1-12. Lachlan Galvin and Jethro says, Jacob Kiraz and Ari Tuala. He'll be at the 40 on third tackle. Raging Cage scoreboard refresh. Thank you, mate. I'll go do that now. I will go do that now. I was actually in the middle of doing that, and I just completely forgot about it. So let's do that. I haven't even updated the subscriber count as well. And Jacob Preston will be at the 43. All right, so they go to the left-hand side, and Stephen Crichton now is going to whack this ball up here to the 20, where Farlongo will grab this ball, and he'll bring it now first tackle to the 22. Stevenson, I think the Doggies will make the 8. It's still tight, man. It's a really tough run around that 8. You know, the Dogs could do it, but it's not easy by any means. But there's a chance for it to happen for sure. It's not a bad chance. But the Dogs are still inconsistent. Like, people forget 2 weeks ago, they still lost the Raiders 40 points to 16. You know, they look at that game against the Warriors, which was really good, where they won 18 points to 6. But overall, the Dogs are still a very inconsistent team. They're just lucky today they're going up against a Storm team that are without pretty much all of their best time players. So they'll give it out. And Hayden Watson puts this ball down now to the 5. It's going to bounce, and that's going to end up being... It's actually going to sit in the in goal. That's a great kick. And Renakama gets that ball offload to Matty Burton, and Burton might get away here. Now we're taking it out of the 18. But it'll be Dogs' ball at the 18. First tackle. Yeah, the Dogs are just very lucky who they're going up against. But again, I feel like the Storm will still be up for a good crack, considering that if they lose this, they will officially not make the 8. They won't make the 8. So third tackle now at the 30. Tiger with the $2 donation. Get around you. Actually hit an under 55 bet I made at half. Good stuff. Mate, you're flying with the old Betterunos today, Tiger. You're flying with the old Betterunos today. Jacob Preston to an Ari Tuala. Tuala here at the 50. Gets the offload away to Jacob Kiraz. And Kiraz will get the offload away to an Ari Tuala. And he'll get taken out of the 33 on fifth tackle. Thank you very much for the donut. I don't think the Dogs will win. There's only one Essence Storm, David. We'll be seeing you in 5 minutes, mate. We'll be seeing you in 5 minutes, but far long with a great grab at the 13. Storm will get the job done tonight. So, yeah, 1, you're getting timed out because there's only one Essence Storm, but also 2, on what basis? Like, on what basis? Like, the opinion's fine, but, like, I'd just like to know where your opinion's coming from. Like, what have the Storm shown you to show that they should be... that's going to be a penalty to the Storm. Yeah, that was coming. Penalty to the Storm at the 20. That'll be the Storm getting a penalty at their own 20. There's no way the Dogs should be losing this game, though. They really shouldn't be. Max King's going on report as well. All right, so it's going to be Storm ball at the 45 for what? I think they've called this as a... Was it pressure on the back of the head? I actually don't know. High tackle my ass, I'm not sure. All right, so first tackle now for the Storm at the 48. And Tyron Wishart's going to go to the right-hand side to Loiero. And Josh King now brings this ball to the 50 on second tackle. This would be huge if the Storm could find a way to score here early. And Utukamanu, he'll be taken down now at the 35 on third tackle. And now at the 25 on fourth tackle will be huge if they can score here. Tyron Wishart out to the left-hand side, and Loiero, he'll bring this ball to the 20 now on fifth tackle. Oh, that's a bad play, the ball. I'm surprised they didn't call that. They kick this ball out to the left. Moses Leo coming through. I think it's caught, and it's going to be a try for the Storm. Moses Leo will score, and it's 4-0 here with the kick to come. Dogs, this is the Dogs, though. This is the inconsistency we're talking about here. This is the inconsistency that we're talking about here. It's going to be 4-0 here to the Melbourne Storm. 7 minutes into the game here. And Dogs, you got to wake up here, mate. Stacey, what's your travel name? BKR Travel, mate. BKR Travel. BKR Travel, son. But it will be a try time for the Melbourne Storm. 4-0 get to come. 4-0 with a kicker to come. What are the Dogs doing here? Try time, bing bong, mudda bish, Mo Brocky says. Try time, bing bong, mudda bish. Exactly right. What are you doing, Canterbury? What are you doing, son? Top 8 and Dogs don't mix, something the NRL says. Well, look, there's still a long way to go here. This is why I still took Bulldogs 1-12. Against what really should be happening here. Because at least, at the very least, the Storm do still need to have a big showing here. They do. They still need to have a big showing. Otherwise, their season is done. Moses Leo, bing bong. I'm taking Billy Billy kick out for a try here today too. I think that he should have a field day. That's a great kick there from Toalau though. Moses Leo comes down with it. Comes down with it. 4-0 here with a kick on Mundos to come. Literally 1 second. There we go. So I had to message someone. There we go. There we go. All right, so Nick Meaney here to convert this one. You would expect him to make it 6-0. And Nick Meaney will... He's actually been not too bad with the old kicking this year, and he will get this one over the black dot. So it will be 6-0 to the Melbourne Storm. 8 minutes into the first half. 6-0. Outside of round 1, Melbourne have not looked good at all this year, Mitchell says. Yeah, well, that's probably true. Yeah, they didn't look great against the Dragons in round 2. It was just the last 20 minutes they pieced them apart. They were losing 20-16 to the Dragons in the first 60 of that game. So you're probably right. Oh, no, there was a game against... Was it Parramatta? But it's Parramatta, but... Was there another game against Parramatta? I think the second game they looked pretty good against them, maybe. There was one other team they looked pretty good against. Shmee says, I've gone for the Melbourne Storm plus 12.5. Yeah, so basically the same as me, 1-12. Well, if the Storm win, it's different, but I've gone Dogs 1-12. All right, so first tackle now for the Storm, and they're going to be here at the 15. Utukamanu, he's lucky he doesn't get penalised there. Not yet, Steve. I've been pretty sick the last couple of weeks, man, as you can still hear with my cough and all that kind of jazz. So, like, it is coming. I've just been really under the weather lately, mate, so don't worry. They will be coming, though. They will be coming, like I promise you they are. It's just that I've been super under weather. And now they'll be Storm, get the offload away to Oren Keeley, and they'll bring it out now to the 45 on fourth tackle. This is not the same Dogs team we saw last week. They were on the pump from the outset. 6 again here for Melbourne. And I tell you what, the Storm are all over them right now. All right, guys, so in the chat, let's try and keep it as rugby league related as possible. Love, we've got a community here, but let's also remember we are here for the old rugby league right now. Second tackle here at the 30, and they go to the right-hand side, and it's going to be Storm at the 20 now. Third, gets the offload away, time Wishart. Wishart now to Trent Towalau, gets the offload away again, the Storm. They're going to go and maybe score here 5 minutes out. Dogs, what are you doing right now? Third tackle. Yeah, Parry really screwed Melbourne's season. They've been shit since they played the Eels. Oh, yeah, okay. Far low, kicks his ball through. Renakama knocks it back. Drop out. Wow. Canterbury just holding on here. What's happening? Maybe this is a sign that Melbourne do need to move on. Maybe this is a sign Melbourne need to move on from their stars because, like, the guys who aren't their stars are actually turning up right now for the Storm. Hope anyone else is crazy. 3 out of 4 of their spine is out, and the Dogs pretty much full strength. Yep. Well, the Dogs actually play the Roosters next week, by the way. The Dogs actually play the Roosters next week. It's a big game. That's a massive, massive game. And that will go to 10, and the Storm will luckily get it. They will luckily get that ball. Is Far Longer playing with the Storm? Is he out? No, Far Longer is one of their only stars that are actually playing this game. Second tackle at the 5. 10 minutes gone in the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Tuakamanu with the 3. On third tackle, Tyron Wishart gets it across here. Here's a chance. Farlongo, short ball, Nick Meaney. Wow, it's great defense there from Matty Burton and Jethro Renakama to stop that try. Forward tackle at 3. Oren Keeley. He gets it at the back here. They get it across to Wishart. Wishart to Utuakamanu, and he'll just get taken down here at the 10 on fifth tackle. Dogs too much smelling salts for kickoff. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Daz, mate, someone hooking everyone up. Burton gets the ball, and we'll knock it on. This is outrageous, Dogs. Well, if you want to get game time over the Stars, you got to shop here. Yeah, that's true. Snake games, that is true. That is true. I tell you what, the Dogs have not looked good here today. I do, Shavina. It's just been really difficult recently with the sickness that I've had, and I'm still not completely sweet at the moment. But, like I do, just watch this space a little bit when I'm not so under the weather. Feeling worse about the last now, Tigerhood says. Why? Oh, okay, I get why. Storm now beat the 5 on first tackle. There's a penalty. That's a penalty here to the Melbourne Storm. They could take the 2 here, and they probably will take the 2, to be fair. They probably will take the 2 here. Such a 50-50 play, and we're seeing if you don't collect the ball, you're back under pressure. Yeah, that's why teams don't really go for the short kicks anymore as much. No, they're going to go for the scrummy. It's always a good day when the Storm lose, but don't come on, Dogs, fire up. Yeah, but do you want the Dogs to win too? Dogs look useless again. They're not looking great right now, said Watson. They're not looking great. But Farlongo is going to be 10 metres away from the line. He'll roll it back here to Tyron Wishart. Tuakamanu. So close. 3 minutes out. Second tackle. Storm still can't make the 8. They have to win this game, otherwise they're done. If they win all 5 of their remaining games, they still can make the 8. But right now, they would need to win 5 out of 5. Tyron Wishart to the left-hand side. Gets his ball across here. Cooper Clark. He'll be 2 metres out. Fourth tackle. They go for a quick scooty. He's run through his own player there. He'll be actually held up. It probably should have been a penalty to the Dogs here. Probably should have been a penalty to the Dogs there. They're going to check this. Yeah, confirm we've got Burrowing. Yeah, Sutton's correct here. He's confirming the same thing I'm saying, that he's run through his own player here. This is a penalty, Dogs. He's gone through his own player, Cooper Clark's legs there, and he still hasn't even scored, mind you. Yeah, he's definitely gone through his own player. Yep, always through the legs of Cooper Clark. Definitely a penalty there against Joe Chant. Rather than Dogs, Manly or Cows. You'd rather Storm make it than Dogs, Manly, Cows. Well, Cows don't exist, mate. You've got the Penguins. Get rid of the Penguins, mate. They're a nice little team to get around for this final series. The old Penguins. Penguins versus Titans next week as well, with the forfeiture of the Cowboys, obviously. The relocation of the Cowboys to Never Ever Land. Never Ever return after last night's result. Alrighty, so the Doggies now at the 25. Studying cloves and raw honey, mate, good for inflammation. No, I've just been eating really unhealthy and drinking really unhealthy over the last couple of months, really. So I was going to get back to eating healthier and living healthier, and that's basically what I got to do. But they go to the left-hand side. Jamin Salmon off to Matty Burton to Viliami Kickout, and Viliami Kickout is going to be at the 50. Third tackle. They go to the right to Leo Thompson, and now it's a 6 again of the Dogs. Okay, well, Dogs, this is the first time I've seen you down here. You're going to do something with it here. Show us what you got. Show us what you showed the Wars. Not that you were perfect against the Wars, but it was still a good performance. They go to the right. Bailey Hayward up to Lachlan Galvin. Galvin up to Maxi King, and Max King, he'll be 30 metres away. Third tackle. Third tackle. You give it off to Jamin Salmon. Lachlan Galvin kicks his ball through. Burton coming through. Farlongo there. Farlongo kicks it dead for a set. It's going to be a dropout. Coming up here for the Canterbury Bulldogs. Penrith Penguins actually sounds catchy, but the Penrith Penguins they don't exist. It's Penrith Panthers. We've got the Penguins actually in the competition in 8th position because we had to remove the Cowboys from the comp because of their disaster class last night. It was such a disaster that we had to remove them from the competition zone. Had to remove them. Had to damn well remove them. But the Storm will do the short little drop out, and it will be caught by the Storm. Dogs have been awful to watch today. This is still a better quality game than the last one, though. I won't lie. Still a much better quality game than the last one, but the Storm will get this ball here to 24 on the second tackle. Doggies, you're fighting for your lives right now. Storm fight for their lives, but they're fighting for their lives with a bunch of guys they picked up down the pub recently. The Storm have had 62% possession. These guys got picked up from the pub at Richmond Street in Melbourne just a couple of hours ago to play this game. And you're down 6-0 right now. Billy Slater has Farlongo looking good. Tiger says Dogs will get the ball to 15. Connor Tracy now brings this ball to the 30 on first tackle. I will say I'm pretty impressed with the Storm, though, for turning up here. But again, it's showing that, with their stars out, they're actually putting in a good effort here. Second tackle. And Jacob Kiraz will get this ball to the 35 on their own side of the field. Imagine being known as a team that got pumped by 80. Well, this Dogs team has been pumped by 91 and 87 in 2 consecutive weeks, by the way. Back in 1935. The Canterbury Bulldogs, the Berries, they were the team that lost 91 and 87 in 2 consecutive weeks. Viliami kick out straight through here. They're away. Jamin Salmon is actually going to score a try here. That was really good work there from Viliami Kickout. And the Doggies are going to score a try through Jamin Salmon. That was actually really nice there from Viliami Kickout. And like I said, Viliami Kickout should have a field day today. I do think he'll get a try here. He won't get the try in this moment, but he will be the one that really set it up. So it's going to be 6-4 here with the keep to come. Viliami Kickout just gets this ball and does it all himself. At the 50, gets past Oren Keeley and Utukamanu. And then offloads it to Stephen Crichton. And then as soon as he gets it to Jamin Salmon, it's an easy try. So the big weak got a dog will score the try time for the Bully Doggies. For the Bully Doggies, son. The Bully Doggies. If Storm win tonight, 3 from 3 without Munster, Grant and Hughes. 3 from 3 without Munster, Grant and Hughes? Really? Wow. Well, we were. So 6-4 here. The Melbourne Storm with 23 minutes to go here the first half. 3 from 3 without Munster, Grant. What were the other 2 games? About time Kickout doing good. Very underwhelming last year in first half of the season. I think he's been injured for a lot of this year, hasn't he? But he's been underwhelming for a couple of years now. But now he definitely seems to be back. What are they looking at? They're saying maybe there's a foul here or something. I don't think so. And Jamin Salmon will score. They haven't confirmed it yet. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, try confirm finally. Maybe they were thinking about putting the bumper bars up against Villiers. I'm not too sure. But anyway, it's going to be confirmed as a try. It should be 6-6 any moment now. Should be 6-6 any moment now. And Stephen Crichton, he will. Well, another was having heavy contact. Yeah, but heavy contact isn't a penalty, though. It would have to be bumper bars, as in he's putting his forearm up towards the head. Heavy contact isn't a penalty. You can't penalise a player on the attack for heavy contact. What? They couldn't have been saving heavy contact. They were checking to see if it was a try or not. The only way they could have said it was like heavy contact in like a penalty sense to look to see if it was no try is if he put his forearm into the head. When isn't Kickoff injured? Seems like he's been 80% of the season since joining the Dogs. Yeah, look, I don't want to see that though. We want to see the best players out at all times. All right, so they'll keep this ball down here to the 5 and Dogs take a while to get it, but Max King gets rocked in the tackle at the 10. It'll be first tackle now. Second tackle now at the 15. Stat they called at the beginning of the game. They said in the last 6 years, only twice the Storm played and won both without those 3. Fair enough. They go to the right-hand side, and now they'll be at the 40 on fourth tackle. Okay, so I saw the Roosters result where they play a kids team. Yep, that's why they're not even on the competition ladder right now. That's why we removed them. Jamin Salmon's away here. Jamin Salmon's away here. Kicks his ball down to the corner. This could be a try for the Doggies. No, it's an awful kick. And Dogs will knock it. That's offside. That's offside. That's a penalty for offside. He's deliberately hit that ball backwards when he's been in an offside position. This is a penalty against the Dogs. Yep, there we go, Jared Sutton. Took too long. But you at least got there in the end. Took ages for him to call that one, but it will be a penalty here to the Melbourne Storm. Because Galvin was in front of him and deliberately hits this ball back. But this was a nice play from Jamin Salmon, who breaks through. And then he kicks the ball to the corner where Nara Tuala, unfortunately, just can't get there in time and has to throw the ball back in the middle of the field. And then, yeah, there's a knock on for the Dogs, and Galvin's in offside position and knocks the ball back. So the Storm will get this ball here at the 23, and they'll kick it to the 45. 19 minutes gone. And now Joe Chan, he'll take this ball to the 45 on first tackle. Happy days is coming to Doggies. Yeah, they haven't been great so far, but the Storm are starting to get a little bit slippery gypsy in these last couple of moments. 20 minutes to go of the first half here, guys. It is 6-6. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Elijah says, why the Dolphins on fraud alert? There is no way I'm taking the Dolphins off a fraud alert after that game against the Dragons. Right inside of the Storm. Nick Meaney nearly gets away. Gets the offload away to Oren Keeley, though. That was a great offload. There's no way the Dolphins are coming off of the fraud alert. There's no way anybody watched that last game and thinks the Dolphins did anywhere near close enough to get off a fraud alert. But 20 minutes to go. Thumbs up, subscribe. Storm with the ball. There's no one at dummy half. They get the ball offloaded to Oren Keeley. They're playing like it's the last set of the game. And they need a try. Forward tackle at the 28. Risking a little bit. I'm refusing. That's a penalty to the Storm here. I'd take the 2. I'd consider the 2 here. I know they're going to take the quick tap. And that's a sin bin. Was he 10 metres away? Was Bailey Hayward 10 metres away here? Oh, there's a play in front for Melbourne, so they can't take the quick tap. Think about it, Reese. Flames on Game says, is there an NRL equivalent of the Ballon d'Or? Yep, it's the Dally M. The Dally M every year. So at the end of the year, we're live for it. They go through all the games and show you the points, and it's a pretty fun night, actually. We're live for the entirety of the Dally M night. And that should be 6 again. That should be 6 again. Wasn't 6 again, though. Out of the left to Falongo. Falongo taking that to the 24 on second tackle. They'll give it off here to Toalau, Utuakamanu, Loyero, off to Josh King. And Josh King, he's going to be at the 15 now on third tackle. Here we go. Chance now for the Storm. They're going to be at the 5 on fourth tackle. They'll get it across. Kicks this ball through for Falongo. Oh! Try time for the Storm. Sualavi Falongo. With the track time. Sualavi, Sualavi, Sualavi Falongo. Sualavi, Sualavi, Sualavi Falongo. Gee whiz, Bulldogs, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sonny Jim? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing, Canterbury? You're fighting for a top 8 spot here. We've got all the Dogs fans in the chat guaranteeing themselves. No, well, actually, no, Brenton, you don't get to buy Daz a Zinger box because he still owes me a Zinger box, so you'll buy it for me, the Zinger box, because Daz, mate, if someone gets a hattie, I'll send Daz a Zinger box. No, you won't. You'll send it to me, and that's on behalf of Daz because Daz still owes me a Zinger box that he didn't get me a few years ago. There you go. There you go, and then I'll eat a Zinger box on stream. All by you. Supercoach captain this week, mate. I've gone Nathan Cleary, Mr. Vegemite Lover. I just think that the Panthers have got to set a statement now that the Roosters and Sharks have. So I will be going with the old Nathan Cleary. All right, so 10 points to 6. 40 days. The Penguins logo is too menacing. Needs to be a baby Penguin or something for that effort last night. But it's a different team, it's a different franchise, a different organisation. The Cowboys don't exist. The Penguins are their own legitimate franchise. No, I'll send it to Dad. No, you won't. No, you will not send it to Daz. No, it will not. You just have to send the old 20 buckaroos and we'll order it is. So don't you worry. 20 US. But it's 12-6 to the Storm with 18 minutes to go here of the first half. 12 points to 6 to Melbourne. Do you think Cleary's leading the Dally M right now? I reckon Trent will recently be up there. Trent wasn't amazing at the beginning part of the season, but yes, Cleary would be on top. I think Cleary is clearly on top. I think he'll probably get the Dally M this year. He said KFC in Kazakhstan. There's KFC all over the world, mate, except for like places like Fiji. But yeah, there's KFC in Kazakhstan, there's KFC in India. The best KFC I've ever had was probably in India. Oh, knock on Storm off the first tackle. It's incredible. Utu Kamanu is going to lose the ball on first tackle there. That is incredible from an experienced player. That is incredible from an experienced player there. Utu Kamanu, knock on. Titans haven't done that for ages, to be fair, Casey. Haven't been knocking the ball on first tackle, on first set for ages. If you're part of the Dragons management, would you backflip on Drinkwater? Well, one, legally you cannot do that, but also two, no. No, one game doesn't change it. Like, they know that's what is in his game. Anybody who watches the Cowboys and watches Drinkwater knows that that can be quite a regularity in his game, what happened last night. But, overall, they're taking the positive and forgetting the negative. Singer boxes are not exclusive to Australia. They're just called different things, but they're the same thing. So 17 minutes to go here in the first half, and the Dogs at the 18. They go to the left-hand side. It is Stephen Crichton. He'll be 10 metres away from the line. Had someone last night genuinely try to tell me the Cowboys got robbed. Block them. Block them on social media. Block them on social media. Max King is going to be at the 5. The Cowboys' first try was off of a bullshit penalty. Lachlan Galvin and Jacob Preston. And Preston now on second tackle. He'll be 4 metres away from the line. 4 metres away. They give it to Galvin. Galvin here. Salmon here to Crichton. Crichton to Viliami kick out. Viliami kick out. Still moving. He'll be at the 5. On third tackle. I genuinely think that Viliami kick out scores a try for sure in this game. That's going to be a player down in back play here. It's going to be a penalty. Stephen Crichton is down back play for the Dogs. God bless him. I hope he's okay. Stephen Crichton is down in back play right now. God bless him. You want to see the players always fit and healthy. Definitely a penalty here. He's definitely whacked off the ball from Aaron Keeley. Definitely, it will be going on report there. Honourable there, son. And definitely a penalty here to the Doggies. 10 metres away. Down by 6. They give it out to Maxi King. And Max King is going to be 13 metres away from the line. They give it out to the right-hand side, off to Leo Thompson. Man, it's starting to look ridiculous. Should I donate for far longer try? Well, if you got far lower for a try, then absolutely, son. Beautiful stuff. Well done. Absolutely. The old 10% of Mundos. Third tackle now at the 5. Bailey Hayward out to the left-hand side. Viliami kick out. Jeez. I guarantee you he scores it today. Fourth tackle at the 3. Bailey Hayward, quick play. Stephen Crichton. That's going to be still caught. And Jethro Renakama in the corner. He's very lucky because the ball bounces off a Storm play here and then it goes into the hands of Renakama and he will score in the corner. So it'll be 12-10 with a kick to come from the sideline. 12-10 with a kick to come from the sideline. Not an easy kick to make here, though, for Crichton. .14.5 minutes to go here, first half, and Leo, it's Wilmalatu Brown tried to give it the intercept, couldn't get it, and it goes into Renakama's hands. Into Renakama's hands. Trot down, bing bong, mother beach. Thompson hasn't dropped the ball for a while now either. We're starting to feel sorry for him. Leo Thompson's been fantastic for the Bulldogs. It was just the errors that were killing him. But he's been actually really good for the Dogs as an individual player, just minus the errors. Good try. It's an alright try. It's fine. So 12-10 to the Storm with 14 minutes to go to first half. I'm just glad this game is not as bad as the last game, because that last game quality was just so poor. So 14 minutes to go here, the first half. Try 12-10. Try confirmed. Big kick here from the sideline for Stephen Crichton. Kevin Serrato would not be too happy with this performance so far. You got some bird in the background giving the massive middle finger to Stephen Crichton. I get it, by the way, Brenton. Like, I really do get it. By the way, Brenton. So, Stephen Crichton from the left touchline is 48% career goal kicking. 20 from 42. And he will miss the kick. He was under 50%, and he will remain under 50%. So, the Storm still lead 12 points to 10 with 13 minutes to go here of the first half. Yeah, if Tumalatu Brown could pick that up, it would have been absolutely away, but not this time. Long way to go. 13.5 minutes to go here from the first half. Jeez, I've hit an absolute wall. I'm going to have to go grab a... Oh, shit, I've got a coffee in the fridge. One of those frozen... those cold... Not frozen. One of those cold coffees. I might, after the next break and play, I might quickly go get it because my brain is hitting a wall right now. But first tackle now at the 18 on first tackle. Well, since I can't see the Cowboys in the ladder, where'd they go? Well, they don't exist anymore. We've got the Penguins. Tiger with the $2 donation. Far longer try. Good work. Tiger Hood smashing at the moment, mate. Smashing at the moment. The Cowboys don't exist, Willem. No. We relocated them. We didn't relocate them. We just removed their license and added in the Antarctic Penguins, and that's why they're in 8th position right now. But if the Dogs win this game here today, they will go into 9th position, the Penguins. They go to the left-hand side. Tiger Hood with the $2 donation. Going to come a try. Beautiful stuff there, mate. Beautiful stuff. He's flying right now, the old Tiger Hoodamundos. And it'll be first tackle with the Storm at the 10. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Probably hit a wall after losing your brain with the last game. Probably the correct snaky games. No, I've been really sick the last couple of weeks, mate. So, not like sick and vomiting stuff, just like sick and tired because I've been leading a really unhealthy lifestyle. I've been traveling, it's been amazing. But like, it's so easy to go down a really bad lifestyle choices health-wise. Storm nearly knocked that ball on there at the 15. Then they do knock the ball at the 15. So Dogs will get the ball, guess where? At the 15. After the knock-on. No, it's very easy when you're traveling to eat really ridiculous food and drink a lot and all this sort of stuff. So I need to get back into a healthier living lifestyle. And that's why I've been really, in the last 2 weeks. And that's why my brain is very, right this very second. But the Storm will be giving up the ball, and the Doggies will get a chance to take a lead just before half time here. Take the lead. Can they do it? Plays only a few more weeks to go. Will we survive him? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Probably not, mate. Probably not. And it's going to be a Matty Burton here at the 10. On first tackle, Bailey Hayward gives it off to Leo Thompson, and Leo Thompson's going to be 10 metres away. Bulldoggy dog, show us something here. It's been a very close game, though, at the very least. Not like it's a bad game. It's just my brain's just hitting an absolute wall. Jacob Preston's 4 metres away from the line. Jacob Preston. 2 metres out. Bailey Hayward to Lachlan Galvin to Salmon. Viliami Kickow. He'll be taken down to the 10. On first tackle. 10 minutes to go the first half. For you guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. They roll back, and there's a 6 again for the Dogs. Max King is going to be the 10 on first tackle. 6 again for the Dogs. Bailey Hayward to Lachlan Galvin. Galvin, Jacob Preston. And he'll be at the 5 on second tackle. Not really finding too much space down here on this right-hand sideline. And they go quickly again. Jacob Kiraz. Not really the play there. Third tackle back here at the 5. Jacob Preston rolls it off to Bailey Hayward. Then up to Lachlan Galvin. Then to Jamin Salmon. Salmon here. Leo Thompson. Not the play at all there from Jamin Salmon. Should have kept passing it. Dogs are 5 metres away from the line. Jamin Salmon. I think he scored. Try time for Jacob Salmon under the post. And it's 14 points to 12 with a kick to come. The Doggies, Jamin Salmon will go in again for a double. And it's 14 points to 12 with 10 minutes to go here to game. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Brenton's getting close to sending me a zinger box. Brenton's getting close to sending me the old zinger box. Samundos. Jamin Salmon goes over. Whoever said Salmon gets a double last stream has got their bet. I don't think they probably would have put a bet on it. They probably would have just said Salmon double. Well, he has got a double. And it's about to be a 4-point lead. The weak gunner dog is actually on for a hat-trick here. He actually is. Try time ping pong button. Mish. I'm in the NRL. Please tell me you put a bet on Salmon for a double. Please. Please tell me you put a bet on for Salmon to be a double. Please. Please. I'm begging. I'm begging that you didn't just say it and didn't actually put it on. Amazing what happens when you run hard from 8 minutes out between 2 plays. It's amazing what happens. 14-12 with 9 minutes to go. Look at Alex Stroll, man. Inspiring a whole generation. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. My mate did. Well, he owes us 10%. Home in the NRL. You got to tell him. You got to go tell him. So Stephen Crichton from right in front. And there we go. 16 points to 12 with 8.5 minutes to go here on the first half. The Doggies lead 16 points to 12. Surely, Dogs, you blow this game away, don't you? Surely. Oh, the Storm haven't been awful. Storm haven't been awful. It's just that Dogs attack is just not something that you really write home about, is it? Nick Hill says, evening on a bit late tonight. Mate, you're so glad you weren't here for the absolute shitfest that was Dolphins Dragons. That's probably why my brain's hitting a wall. Like old mate said before, it probably is because of that game, because that was just such a travesty of a game to watch. The Dolphins should be ashamed that they made people watch that game. They should be ashamed that they made them watch that game. Like, the Dragons, we expect it, but Dolphins, my gosh, you should be ashamed. Storm plus 6.5 is all I need. Well, right now, the Doggers lead by 4, and there's a long way to go. Billy, I'm a kick out. Get this ball to the 28 on third tackle. They go to the right to Jamin Salmon, and Salmon now will be at the 35 on fourth tackle. Bailey Hayward to Lachlan Galvin, and he will go for a 40-20 attempt here, but far longer should easily get it. He will. 6 against killing the Storm. Not saying they are warranted, but you can't concept. Oh, Storm are away. So far longer. Far longer is away here. Far longer is away here. Far longer is still going here. We're taking out the 45. Great run there from Far Longo at the 45. Wishart go through, get the ball. They go to the right. They go quickly. Spread it out to the right. They're going to run this ball straight through the line here. They're away here, taking out the 25 on second tackle. Storm. They're fighting back into the game. It's going to be Trent To'alau to the left-hand side. Time Wishart. And they'll be at the 25. It wasn't great. Third tackle. Wishart at the right-hand side. And Oren Keeley with a good run to the 15 on fourth tackle. And I'll give it outside. Left-hand side. Farlongo. 15 metres away from the line. That best Cook still saying under 6.5. I disagree with you. I could easily see this still being a Bulldogs 1-12 game. To'alau kicks his ball through. No one chased. Oh, Nick Meaney gave it an opportunity, but it's going to be a dropout. Nick Meaney nearly just scored a try against completely what you would have expected there from that. The kick looked like it was going down, and then it just sat up, and Meaney nearly puts his ball down. But overall, Matt Burton will kick it away. I disagree with you, Tiger. Storm are not out of this game at all. Not out of this game at all here. Oh, no, they're going to say the Storm do touch the ball here. So Burton does kick it away, but they will say, I think Maney touches it. All right, for the Dogs now, they bring it to the 25 on first tackle. And Bailey Hayward to Matt Burton. Not Matt Burton. Who is this? Maybe Jack O'Neill, I'm not sure. Second tackle. Out to the right to Jamin Salmon. And Salmon now at the 40. Third tackle. You wouldn't usually be seen him making a few tries, but yesterday... Fourth tackle at the 45 to the 50. I'd take a lot of positivity out of this first half from the Storm if I was a Storm fan. I'd take a lot of... I'd look at the fact that they're still winning, but you'd take a lot of disappointment out of this first half of the Dogs. Matt Burton, he'll be taken out of the 35 on fifth tackle. They roll it back here to Stephen Crichton, and Crichton will kick this ball up. And knocked back here with the Dogs. And this is still play on here. Still play on Naratuwala. Kiraz. Oh, he's out. He's out. Now, it's a good call here from the touch. He's gone out. That's a great play there from, I think it's Farlongo. He's gone out here. He's gone out here. Well, you can't... you don't need a challenge. Oh, yeah, I guess you can challenge it. Yeah, you can't actually go to the bunker here because they've called him out. They've actually just straight up called him out. But he's definitely out. He's out by a mile. He's out by an absolute mile. Farlongo's done great there to stop that try. Done great. 5 minutes. You would have guaranteed Kiraz gets that, but no, he doesn't. He will go over the sideline, and it will be saying 16 points to 12. So the Storm will bring this ball out here to the 15. You wish that was a shoulder charge. First tackle now. They go to the left to Alec McDonald, and McDonald now will be at the 20 on second tackle. Oh, no, please don't... okay, I thought the internet was about to go down again. And now the Storm looking to get through. They'll be at the 35 on third tackle. So, Jeremy, I've seen you've retracted that message there. I'm going to reply to you. I don't time you out, but I will say the reason that you are is because you don't really read the room, man. You need to read the room in regards to how you get involved in the chat and whatnot. It's all well and good that you're here, but you just need to kind of understand how it's all operating, which is something that you kind of lack in, man. So I appreciate the support, but there's a reason why you're getting timed out. You just need to recognize what that reason is. But it's not me that's timing you out, but I understand why they're doing it. So fifth tackle here at the 30. The 30. Okay, so Jeremy, that's a very quick way to get hidden. No, a nice bloke get picked on. If you're going to start crying in the chat, if you're going to start getting upset because you feel like it's unfair towards you, we'll just remove you, mate. Because at the end of the day, you're not getting picked on. You're just not reading the room. And I'm telling you this firsthand, so it's up to you. You can either watch this stream or you don't have to watch this stream. I appreciate your support, but if you're going to come in here crying, because this isn't the first time you're doing this as well, if you're going to come in here trying to claim that you're getting picked on by people and moderators, or you're getting picked on by people like myself or whatnot, well, then this stream isn't for you, because you're absolutely incorrect. There is nobody actually targeting you. You're just not reading the room as much as you need to read the room, and that's why you get timed out. Up to you. Your next move is up to you. Fifth tackle now to 50. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the first half. They go to the right-hand side, off to Naratuwala, and Naratuwala kicks his ball over the top here. Now, unfortunately, he's not rage baiting Jono because he's been around here for a long time. But he just never actually reads it. He never reads the room and then blames us for what he's doing. Like, he blames everybody else except for himself. Nobody cares that much. Exactly right. Nobody is here caring enough to be targeting you, Jeremy. I've been picked up for being a good-looking bald bloke. It's a bit of fun, mate. Stay enjoy. I know, it's not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science. I've never picked on you for being bald. I've actually had to stop people from picking on you for being bald. I've had to to defend Gary from being slapped. Just Sorry. That's my bad. I muted when I went to cough. And Storm will get this ball into 25. They kick this ball through. Trent Towalau. I think this is going to be a dropout. Yeah, they're actually going to call a penalty. No, it's my bad. No, I know I was muted. That was my bad. When I coughed, I actually clicked it off. That's my bad. Who would pick on a ball bloke, Gary? We love you, mate. Yeah, no, there was... At one time last year, the chat descended into chaos and started having a crack at Gaz for being bald. No, you didn't, Gary. It's just the truth. Exactly right. So there is a... Is this a challenge here from the Storm or the Dogs? I think this is a challenge from the Dogs, is it? Cooper Clark's looking offload, but we need to see the direction here. Well, it's an offload. It's not a knock on. So what do you... Well, there's nothing to really prove anything here. Like, you could argue forward. You could, but there's nothing to prove it. You can't give perspective and opinion in regards to this. You have to go by the... You have to go by what you're seeing, like, live and the facts, which is why I was so angry at the Dolphins no try. You can't... There's no guaranteed evidence to say where this ball's actually direction's going. They can't run on forward. They could call knock on, but I get what you mean, Casey. Ball's shoving backwards at this point. You just have to go with inclusive, but I think they're just going to go with the normal. It's just... Yeah, still play on. Yeah, remember the last game, the Bunkers feeling on their feelings, not facts. Well, I just said that, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. This is taking forever. At the end of the day, it should be inconclusive at worst. Yeah, play on at this point. It's just going to be Storm ball. And now they're going to see if he gets taken out here. Oh, Colin Tracy might take him out there. It's subtle, but it's there. You can't call penalty try. You could make an argument for professional foul, though. You would say professional foul. He halts his run up. Oof, except stays front on. He quite clearly went into him. He quite clearly continues on with the action. I don't think it's a penalty try, but it's a professional foul. It's definitely a professional foul. I don't think a penalty try, but it's a professional foul. He's in line with any Bulldogs chaser. I think professional foul. Yep. Professional foul, not penalty try. Yep, good call. Bunker makes the right call here. Bunker makes the right call. Is Bailey supposed to disappear? No, at the end of the day, he's deliberately played the play without the ball. He knows he's kicked that ball through. That is absolutely a professional foul. Bailey Hayward's going to get sent to the bin here. He's going to be going to the bin here. And off he goes. A Bailey Hayward professional foul. He will go to the bin. No, it's the right call. Like, he's making a play, the play that he knows full well has kicked that ball through. So they know a knock on a forward part. No, fun facts. You're watching a different game to all of us right now. Grant's a sin bin. Well, the sin bin's correct call. 100%. There was no guaranteed evidence to overturn the on-field call of it not being... Like, he's saying the ball's travelling backwards the entire time and there's nothing to overturn that. So you must be watching a completely different game to what we're watching right now. Fun facts. So first tackle now, the 5 of the Storm. Man the bin there for the Dogs, but that's 100% the correct call there for the sin bin. 1,000,000%. There's no argument about that. Storm now, 10 metres away from the line, second tackle. Might be a dumb question, but what is a professional foul compared to a penalty? Professional foul means you're deliberately taking away an opportunity for a try by committing a foul, if you know what I mean. So they go to the left-hand side. Trent Towalau to far lower, right to the line. 3 metres away from the line, fourth tackle. And 6 again from Melbourne, 3 metres out. Was the right call. They go to the right. They'll give it off to Tyrone Wishart. Wishart now to Trent Loiero. Loiero, the 15. And, oh no, he just said to bring the ball back. Wasn't a penalty or a knock on. He just told to bring the ball back. Wait, is it a 6? Oh, that's right. It was a 6 again. So second tackle at the 5. Storm, can they take the lead just before halftime? They give it across here to Trent Taualau to Fa'alogo. Fa'alogo, left hand side. Moses Leo tries off the Storm with 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Melbourne Storm, they will score, and it's 16-16 with a kick to come. With a kick to come. 16-16. The Doggies, what are they doing here, son? What are they doing here? My goodness me. If only Hayward was there, he would have sussed it out. So, yeah, I don't know if I made it completely understandable for you before, for the person who asked about the professional foul, but puppy days. But basically, if you are intentionally stopping an opportunity of a try, then you will receive a sin bin for it. But there was still a player that you could have argued would have got to the ball before Taualau, even if he didn't get taken out there. So if you can't give the penalty try because you can't guarantee the try, but you have taken away an opportunity where you don't know. So that's why. Finally, decent game with good officiating. Yeah, we're not complaining with this one for sure. I need to have a coffee, definitely, but I'll get one at half time. But at the end of the day, yeah, close game here. Both teams are playing for their top 8 chances. Both teams. I'm more of a fan of amateur fouls over professional ones. You're a sick man, Trey Horns. That's what you are. You're a sick man. Ian says, absolute joke for sport currently. Bunker just sat in the bookie's pocket. What are you complaining about in this game? Like, what's your complaint? The sin bin's correct 100%. Nick Meaney will take the lead. Oh, no. Didn't even... What? When was the last time you've seen that? Like, with NRL, the reason why you've seen me call that as a conversion is because as soon as the ball looks on target, you just know the ball's going over the post, right? But this one, you've seen him kick it. It's on target, but it was short of the post by dead set, like 5 meters. So I've just called it as a conversion. But then I was like, wait a second, that ball just bounced 5 meters short of the goalpost. You don't usually see that, man. You don't usually see that. But 16-16 is the halftime score. Now, guys, I'm going to quickly run off here to the bathroom, and then I'm going to quickly get a coffee out of the fridge before the second half to start because my brain is just hitting a wall with my sickness recently. But do me a favor, go and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Yeah, I don't really agree with how the Bulldogs fans are complaining about the referees right now. I think you guys are really... I think that you've got to take bias out of the equation here because at the end of the day, I've expected the Dogs to do a lot here. They haven't really, but at very worst, like you can complain about the original call saying that you believe it was a forward pass knock on, but you can't complain about the bunker who there's no clear and overturnable evidence, which is why we got so upset and angry in that Dragons-Dolphins game. There is no clear overturnable evidence to suggest that call should have gone the Dogs' way previously. There's no overturnable evidence. So whilst you may believe that the call is incorrect, the bunker is not there to provide its opinion. That's why they can screw themselves in regards to that Dolphins-Dragons game. They're not there for that reason. They are there to overturn it based off of evidence, not based off of opinion. So their call there is actually correct. It's actually the correct call because there's no guaranteed evidence to suggest that it 100% goes forward for a forward pass and whatnot. And that's why I don't really know a great deal in regards to what the complaints are from Bulldogs fans here. Tyson can't blame Dogs fans not being the brightest. I don't think that there is a great deal of evidence to back up what they're trying to argue. The Dogs, unfortunately, have not been good enough here. They still should probably win this game, but the Storm are fighting for their season as well. But the point of the matter is that the arguments that you're currently having in terms of... The argument that you're currently having to suggest that the bunker is against you, that was the most professional foul you're going to see. He intentionally takes a player off the ball in a try-scoring situation. It's going to be a sin bin. That is the correct call. I guess you can have the 50-50 complaints about the forward pass, but the bunker is not going to be able to go and overturn that because there's no overturnable evidence. And this is the issue. And this is where we're getting to, where we can complain about the bunker, we can complain about the referee, but we also complain about it in the worst times when they're actually doing fine. And we're complaining because we're biased towards our own teams. And I do this with the Titans, and other people do this as well. But you complain for your own team, but they're actually not doing anything wrong, which takes away the accountability from when they do stuff wrong. You know, for example, in that Dragons-Dolphins game where they took the try of Selwyn Cobbo. But anyway, I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom here, guys, and grab a coffee. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be back in just a few moments' time. All right, sorry guys, we are back. We are back. Oh my goodness me, jeez. I am all over the place right now. I definitely need to live a healthier lifestyle at the moment, man. I'm hitting an absolute brick wall. So that will definitely change because I am feeling it at the moment. But anyway, it is halftime 16-16. Very, very close game here. And both teams are obviously fighting to get into the top 8. They're not actually going to get into the top 8 this round. Actually, the Bulldogs can. The Bulldogs with a win here will actually be in 8th position above the Penguins, but Manly would then drop to 10th position. But the Storm, they win. They would still only go up into 11th position for the time being, but they would only be the 1 win away from the Rabbitohs on the 10 wins themselves. So, you know, both teams are fighting for their lives right now, and that's why it's as interesting as it is. I'm trying to give you as good as a commentary as I possibly can, guys, but obviously I'm just super unwell lately, man. I'm doing my best here, so I hope you're still enjoying your time. But yeah, if you see that I'm a little bit different, or you see that I'm like a little bit rocked, it's because my sometimes traveling gets the best of you. Sometimes traveling gets the best of you, and when you're sick, usually you like to be around, like, I guess, people that you know, and obviously, I'm in Kazakhstan and unwell right now, man. So, yeah, it's pretty full on, but at the end of the day, we'll be right, and I just got to eat healthier and drink healthier and whatnot, which I'm going to start up this from today, really, after this caramel latte espresso from a can. After I have this caramel latte from a can is when I'll start drinking and eating healthier. My gosh, because this is definitely not healthy. Don't burn yourself out. No, it's not about burning myself out. I know I meant to do the stats here at this point, but you guys can understand. I'm not burning myself out. It's just that I just need to eat healthier so that I'm able to do BKR travel, because I really, really want to do BKR travel. I want to do the travel stuff and put that out there because I want to show you guys the beauty. Like, I live a great life. I'm watching Rugby League, 16-16, fantastic. You know, you guys are so fun to watch the games with and talk to. We've got a great community here. I've got a great family, got great everything. I've got mountains, snow-capped mountains in the middle of summer that I'm looking at here in the mountains of Almaty in Kazakhstan, of all places. You know, I love it. Like, I'm not burning myself out. It's just this sickness has come on because I'm not focusing on my health, right? So I need to get back to that so that I can give you guys better content with the commentary here, plus also provide the travel content that I get messages every day about, like, when's this coming out, when's the travel content coming out, and it's just like, I really want to show you the beauty of, like, most people here, with all due respect, most people are never going to go to Kazakhstan. I'd recommend you come to Kazakhstan if you ever do decide to travel to a place you've never experienced before, but most people aren't going to do it, so I'd love to show you what it's like here, but it's just so hard because my brain is just right now. It's just, yeah, don't ruin any movies and stuff in the chat, by the way. Don't ruin any movies and stuff in the chat about, like, Superman or Odyssey or all that kind of stuff. But I haven't seen it yet because I can't watch it here in Kazakhstan because there's no English cinemas. There's no English cinemas here, so I wasn't able to go and watch the Odyssey. I haven't been able to see Spider-Man because in Kazakhstan it's all in Russian and Kazakh. Costa says, what team is the Penguins? Well, we decided to kick the Cowboys out of the competition after last night's absolutely disgraceful effort. So the Antarctican Penguins, and because we've had a lot of complaints about their logo, we'll be changing their logo for tomorrow, all right? Gee whiz. The complaints that we've had about the logo of the Penguins, we will be getting involved with their organisation and changing their logo for tomorrow because we've got people saying they look like a damn well eagle. I tell you what. Have you guys seen a penguin live before? Have you been to Antarctica to see the penguins? You don't know, Jack. You've just seen photos. And a penguin's actually real? It's a great question. Ty says, Titans are paying $751 to win the comp, pretty harsh for first place. You know what's funny? In a hypothetical world, technically speaking, the Titans are not actually eliminated yet. Like, they are. They are. Same with the Broncos. Same with the Eels and whatnot. But technically speaking, and same with the Tigers, like, they're not actually... It's not actually mathematically out of it, but just everything needs to go their way with the 6 wins. But technically speaking... in hypothetical world, they're not out of it. But it's not going to happen. Cowboys losing last night was a great start to it. But anyway, long story short, Titans are first place, and that's just is what it is. Said a fairy penguin. Yeah, but Jake, you've just had too many drinks. That's what I reckon. Gary says, mate, the wife and I are going to start travelling, not the usual places now as we've done those. Kazakhstan could be a good one to try. Well, Kazakhstan's a place that I would recommend to come in the winter. I want to come back here in the winter at the end of the year because the snow here, when it is winter, it would be absolutely stunning, this place. Like down here in Almaty, the mountains here would be absolutely surreal. I've seen some Airbnbs of it during the winter and it looks absolutely unbelievable. So I would recommend... I haven't been here during the winter, but I would say during the winter would be absolutely stunning. So if you like nature and you like mountains and you like getting away from the beaten track, this is the place to come. Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I'd suggest going to India, but more so places like Udaipur or maybe even Jaisalmer or Kashmir if you're up for a little bit of a risky challenge, because obviously it's not exactly the safest of areas, but it is safe too. Like it's, where is safe in the world nowadays, man? Look what's happening in Quetta. Michael says, looks like a penguin with an eagle beak. Listen, Michael, have you been there with a penguin before? Have you been next to a penguin? How do you know the penguin, when it gets extremely angry, doesn't go slat with an old beak? How do you know that an eagle hasn't flown to Antarctica, had sex with a penguin? This is a really weird conversation. But how do you know that we don't have a mix between an eagle and a penguin right now where you get the beak like that? Bing bong, ding dong, see how you later. You know what I'm talking about? Bulldogs running out for the second half here. Bulldogs running out for the second half. Christmas, mate. Yeah, Christmas would be beautiful, but I'd want to be with my family. I'm sure you would. Gleno says the Penguins ain't doing bad for birds that can't fly. Exactly right. Exactly right. Penguins are flying right now, but they can't even fly. Glenn says, oh dear. Mate, it is a massive oh dear. Titans number one as always. Oh, of course, ONG. Of course. It's how it's always been. It's how it's always been. But no, I appreciate you guys for always supporting the channel and getting around it in the comment section. Even for games that are shit house, you know, we still do our best to have a bit of fun regardless of how the game's playing out. And you will see my genuine reactions. I don't lie with reactions here. This is just how I am. Well, I grew up with Pingu. Does that count? I'm going to put damn well Pingu as the logo tomorrow if it keeps going like this. My goodness me. My goodness me. Yeah, after last night, the Cowboys were relegated to Queensland Cup. No, they were just removed from everything. And the Antarctica Penguins were brought in to finish their season. No, you Cowboys just became defunct as an organisation. You won't see them again for the rest of the season, eh? You won't. Penguins are surprisingly huge. Well, have you been with a penguin, Jason? Are you telling me you've been to Antarctica on one of those cruises? Have you seen the ice wall? To the other reality, the other world? Dearie me. I'm genuinely going to make a Penguins hat, and I'm going to get it and wear it on stream on Redbubble. I'm going to make it today. But make the Penguin look very non-threatening. It's not up to me, mate. It's not up to me. My gosh, you don't want to see what a Penguin's like when it's angry. But the second half has started here. Sorry, guys, I didn't get into the stats at half time, but as I spoke about before, there's a reason why I wasn't able to. But hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We will be live for all 3 games tomorrow, which is Titans versus Warriors. God help me, man. God help me. But Titans Warriors tomorrow, into Panthers Raiders, into Broncos. No, it's actually a pretty good day. Pretty fun day, looks like, tomorrow. Could be 3 fun games, especially when you see me headbutting a brick wall with the Titans Warriors game. But it's third tackle now to 30. And they get this ball across here to Trent Loiero, who brings it out to the 35. Who do you think wins from here, guys? The Bulldogs still have a bin for the next 7 or so minutes. But who do you think wins from here? It's 16-16. Whoever loses, you can basically count their finals. That's going to go out to the 38. That's a really poor kick there from the Storm, and the Dogs will get the ball. Is that being played in New Zealand? No, it's being played in West Auckland. West Auckland, which is Seabus Little Stadium. How long will the Penguins be in the comp for? Well, there's no sign of them being put back out of the competition. The Cowboys are the first team to ever experience what it is like to be the Penguin Penguins, the Antarctican Penguins in the competition. It's the first time. So Nari Tuwala brings this ball to the 45 on second tackle for the Dogs, sorry. And James Summer gets it across to Josh Curran. And now the Doggies will beat the 40. Only legends watch Pengu. Jeez. I think I know what Pengu is. I think I know what that is. I'm pretty certain I would have watched it as a child. 4 tackle at the 30. The Penguin I'm always thinking about is that Happy Feet one. Happy Feet is the Penguin I'm always thinking about. But this is like an aggressive steroids Happy Feet as the logo. And it will be Storm who get the ball here at the 10. Penguins logo looks better than half the comp. That's because the Penguins are on fire. Second tackle after the Storm at the 15. Denzel says, can you do a shout out to Sian from Auckland? She's watching with me. Thanks. Get around, Sian. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Third tackle now at the 22. And they go to the left-hand side, and the Storm now will be at the 30 on fourth tackle. Next New Zealand team should be the Penguins. Again, bring in Antarctica officially. That'd be what I'm thinking. Forget South Island, New Zealand. Forget the Western Corridor, Brisbane. Forget Darwin and the Crocodiles. You got to start bringing in the old Antarctica Penguins. But the Bulldogs will receive this ball through Connor Tracy. And brings it out here to the 35. Yeah, what did I miss there, by the way, Mitchell? I did see right through that. What did I miss? What did I miss? I knew something was up. Minty says, go Storm. Slide underneath the radar. What are you saying, Dougie? Slide underneath the radar? What do you mean? Get on the nudes for the Penguins. Who's sliding underneath the radar? Lachlan Galvin. Now out to Jacob Kiraz, and Kiraz at the 50. He'll be down at the 4 tackle at the 50. Are they trying to name them the Orcas? The Wellington Orcas is a big name shout, yeah. I've never spoken about that. I think, if Darwin ever came in, they wouldn't be coming in anytime soon, but if Darwin ever came in, you'd have to call them the Crocs. You would. Oh, Galvin with a bad knock on to the 35. That is out of nowhere. Galvin knocks the ball on. The Storm will receive it. Costas, can the Broncos win? I actually believe the Broncos win 13 plus. Sorry, Brenton. I know you're going to hate me. Fair enough. But I actually think the Broncos can win 13 plus tomorrow. I think they can win by a lot. The Knights are in a shambles. They've lost a couple of their biggest players in Dylan Brown and Dylan Lucas, and they've had to shift Fletcher Sharp and Sennett Smith in the halves together rather than Dylan Brown with, one of the two. Caleb Ponga's back at the very least. But I really do think that it's going to be interesting to see how the Knights finish up this season, because the Broncos, they have a chance to win that game well tomorrow. They do. Tim Tam's not Australian? Surely Tim Tam's Australian. Oh, here we go. We got the Kiwis coming in trying to claim Tim Tams. Are they really? They're not Kiwi, are they? I swear they're Aussie. They get this ball across here for Farlunga. Farlunga chasing it through, but Crichton will get it, and he'll get away from Farlunga. Gets it off to Renakama. Renakama at the 15, and he'll be taken down to the 20 on first tackle. Probably only a couple more minutes left of the bin. Taipans is a name that should be used more. Most deadly snake in the world. Well, the Taipans, they've still got an NBL team, don't they? The Cairns Taipans. That makes sense, though, Cairns Taipans. Yeah, but who would you put them for? You couldn't put the Taipans in for anybody else. Third tackle at the 30. Unless we brought in Alice Springs. What about the Uluru? The Uluru Taipans. Fourth tackle at the 45. Oh, Josh Curran, good run here to the 45 on the opposite side of the field, fifth tackle. Fun faces, yeah, they are Aussie. Kiwis trying to steal everything from us. Buddy, damn well Kiwis, Tiger Hood. Get a grip of yourself. Just take the win tomorrow and let it go. Dogs knock this ball on. Far lap's ours too, mate. You can have Pavlova, though. So the Storm will shove off a tackle of Jake Kiraz, and they'll now be taken out of the 15 on first tackle. Bankstown says, my bad if you explained it already, but who are the Penguins? I'll let the chat explain to you who the Penguins are. So first tackle out to 25, because I have explained it a lot. Cooper Clark. Oh, big run from Big Cooper Clark at the 45, about 15 metres post-contact. Northern Territory Crocs. See, that's what I'm talking about, Johnny. Now we're talking Northern Territory Crocs. Darwin Crocodilias. Third tackle here for the Storm at the 50. And Sutton will tell him to take this ball back. Gary coming in the fact. Gary says Tim Tams was created in 1964 by Australian company Arnott's. Take that, Tiger Hood and the Kiwis out there. Take that. Don't you steal our Tim Tams, son. You can have Pavlova. We're taking Farlap, and we're taking the damn well Tim Tams. Rightfully so. Storm will also throw this ball not over the sideline. No, it's going to be Dogs ball at the 45. 42, sorry. No, I think it might be Dogs knock on. Yep, Storm Dogs knock on. Here's a Storm ball at the 40. Yeah, you fact check. You fact checking, Brenton. You bring it, not Brenton, Gary. You fact checking, mate. Get into him. Tiger Hood. Trying to take away our damn well Tim Tams. Box jellyfish. Yeah, but what are you calling the box jellyfish? How are you going to make box jellyfish work as a team name? And also, that would be the weirdest. Like, could you really be proud to say, I'm a jellyfish fan? You know, like Titans, you know, it does make sense. With Broncos, it makes sense. With Knights, it makes sense. With Denver Warriors, it makes sense. You can't be like, oh, I'm a jellyfish fan. What? No, you are just a jellyfish, mate. So the Storm now at the 30 on first tackle. 57 seconds left to go here. Bailey Hayward in the bin. Great runner from Tyrone Wishart. Wishart with an amazing run. And it's a try top of the Storm. Under the post. The Melbourne Storm will go in and they will keep their season alive right now. 20-16 with a kick to come. No one's going to Wars World, Ret Shoe. Everyone's going to Tits World. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that Tits World is the real place to go, not Wars World. Not Wars World. But it will be the Storm scoring a try. Great run here from Tyrone Wishart. Fantastic run from Tyrone Wishart. And this is a nice little try right in the middle. They will get Bailey Hayward back now, the Dogs, but that was just way too easy there for Angus Hinchy of the Melbourne Storm. Tyrone Wishart, scootsy. Pass it off. And Angus Hinchy was able to not trip over there as well, which is nice. Love to go to Tits World. Everyone loves Tits World, Gary. Who wants to go to Wars World? You got Tits World. You know, that's the real deal. Jellyfish may give the Bunnies a run for a least threatening team. Have you seen an angry rabbit? Have you seen an angry rabbit? I don't know if you have. Those things with their sharp teeth, mate. Ooh. They are pests. The Bulldogs better make a comeback just like that 20-30. Mate, it's only going to be a 6-point game. It's hardly a comeback, but sure. It's technically a comeback, but when I think comeback, I'm thinking like 12 points down at minimum. I totally agree. Fun fact, so good with the Tim Tam Slam. Dogs might need a name change here, Breton says. They might be going on the old Fraudy McFraudster. They may. You can't lose this game to the Storm, who have no Jerome Hughes. They have no Harry Grant. They have no Xavier Coates. They have no Cameron Munster. They have no Elias Katoa. They have no Will Warbrick. They have no nobody, son. How on earth are you getting done over by the Melbourne Storm today when you've got a full-strength team out there? 31 minutes to go to the game. Haven't been here since 2020. Get around you, Mason. 31 minutes to go here. Who do you go for, Mason? I've seen an angry rabbit. They like to assault kids when they're angry. You're an idiot. He's referring to Reggie the Rabbit, by the way, guys. He's referring to Reggie the Rabbit. Reggie the Rabbit is the GOAT of rugby league, by the way. How dare you? You're an idiot. That's a Dazmate comment, by the way, Mitchell. This is why I get you and Dazmate confused sometimes. That is, you and Dazmate are the same people. It's just that you support the Tigers and he supports the Dogs. That's a funny comment, though. 30 minutes to go here to game, folks. Storm knocked the ball on, and the Dogs going to get on the attack. But let me kick out. Left-hand side, Stephen Crichton. Here we go. Out to Matty Burton. Matty Burton, Jethro over to Karma. And it's going to be 0 attack for the Doggies. The Storm are loving a good knock-on after points. Has everyone hit the like? Nikhil says, well, 30 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Bailey Hayward to the right-hand side. And it's going to be Jacob Preston at the 25 on first tackle. Surely we can name a team Grass McGrass. Oh, there's plenty of teams that should be there. Go to the right. Galvin. Connor Tracy, good run to the 10 on second tackle. Travis says, Gary, I heard it's like buying tyres. If you buy 2, get an extra 2 free. Beautiful. That's what you love at Tits World. Go to the left to Kurt Mann, Stephen Crichton, to Billy Von Billy. Kick out back to the inside, and he'll take the ball to the 10 on third tackle now. Third tackle. Bailey Hayward to Josh Curran. Josh Curran steps, and he'll be 3 metres out. Fourth tackle. Dogs, you're going to start moving and grooving. Short ball was meant for William. Kick out. Matty Burton kicks it through. Matty Burton will score for the dog, you woof. Get the woofs going out here. It's a very lucky try. They did not mean that. But Burton will score, and it will be 22-20 with the kick to come. Big kick here from the sideline. We've actually got a good game here, folks. That was not what the Dogs meant to do, by the way. Yeah, what a lucky try, guy says. That is not what the Dogs meant to do, but they will score and they won't care. Jason says, hey, box jellyfish, one of the most deadly animals in the world. Correct, but would you be able, if you're out having a few drinks with your mates, and you're sitting there and you're like, and we're just talking specific, the name itself, like you go, I'm a Warriors fan, Warriors strong, it's aggressive, it's buddy fighting, you love a good Warrior. Titan, Greek mythology, God. My gosh, that's just a proud name. You've got the damn well Knights, slice them up. That's a strong name there. The Bronco horses, they trample you, they slap you. Dolphins, so incredibly smart, and they can be quite aggressive. The Melbourne Storm, bang, with a lightning bolt, a little bit of Zeus action. And you go, well, I'm a jellyfish fan. I support the jellyfish. I'm a big jellyfish fan. You know what I mean? Like, there's a little bit of a step down here. Like, at least with a rabbit, you're known as a pest, but a jellyfish, it's just the name doesn't really get it evoking out of you, you know what I mean? But big kick here from the sideline for the Dogs. Big kick. Yeah, Bailey Hayward special. Well, the Bailey Hayward special's actually worked out to be a try. It's the ultimate rage weight comparing Daz and Mitch. But Mitchell knows it, and Dazmate knows it too. Tries a try. Exactly right, Glenn. Exactly right, Glenn. Try is a try, but it's not how they meant to get it. It's not how they meant to get it, but a try is a try. Iguana Whackers, I support that, especially after a few drinks. Yeah, the Iguana Whackers make sense, and the Dogs missing the kick also makes sense. It will stay 22-20 to the Storm with 28 minutes to go here of the game. Now, the Iguana Whackers, yeah, you give them a whacking. Yeah, no, I don't mind it. But then also, it'd feel like the older addicts will get around that one. Got the drink water special on my tyres. I bought one and the store stole my other 3 tyres and rims. So, Dogs will score, but they'll still be down by 2 after the missed kick. Adelaide Kookaburras. Get around a Kookaburra. Can't get much more Australian than a Kookaburra. You cannot get much more Australian than a Kookaburra. All right, so Storm, they'll whack this ball down into the corner where the Doggies will receive it. No matter what, we've got a close game here. And Matty, who is this player for the Dogs that has the headgear on, by the way? Because I keep thinking it's not Jack Underhill. It's not Jack Underhill. Who is this player? Oh, maybe it's Harry Hayes. Maybe it's Harry Hayes that I'm thinking about here. Is it Harry Hayes? Dogs fans, confirm for me. Viliami Kickout brings the sport to the 25. Who's the man with the black headgear on? And they go to the right to Kurtman. The Alice Springs Emus. Nah, you got to go. Who was the one we came up with the Alice Springs before? The Taipans. Yeah, that makes sense. Strange there isn't an Emu team. We lost to the Emus in one of the harshest world wars that you ever did see. We lost many good men to the Emu War. So that's a little bit taking us back to a time that we don't want to remember. That Emu War. Oh, gee whiz. We lost that, and there's no way we're going to name a team after them. But then again, they own us, so maybe they could design their own team. We have to just say, yes to how high. We'll just jump as high as they want. Second tackle at 25. That should be a 6 again here. Wow, definitely should have been a 6 again for the Storm. Even the commentary didn't know his name. So who is it then? Oh, so it is Harry Hayes, Jason. Yeah, he's wearing headgear because that split ear last week. Yeah, it's confusing. But yeah, I think it is Harry Hayes. So forward tackle. And now Cooper Clark, he'll get the sport of the 45 on fifth tackle. Who do you guys have as the rookie of the year right now? Do you have Cooper Clark? Do you have Ethan Sanders? Do you have Oliver Pascoe? Do you have Zane Harrison? Who do you have as the rookie of the year right now in your books? Jethro Renakama's going to bring this ball here to the 30. I think personally it's down to Oliver Pascoe and also Cooper Clark. But Ethan Sanders has had 3 good games in a row now. If he keeps having good games, they will tend to look at a halfback, and I guess they probably do go with Ethan Sanders, but he does need to kick on with his season. He's had 3 good games. Outside of that, he's been poor for the rest of the season, but these last 3 games have been so good that you can't ignore him. Jacob Kiraz, he'll get that ball offload to an Tuala right through the line here. Oh, it's an amazing tackle there. Amazing tackle from the Storm to prevent him getting away. Wow. Manaya Fateri with an incredible tackle around the collar to bring him down. 4th tackle, otherwise he was gone. They go to the right-hand side. Lachlan Galvin gets it across to Manari Tuala, and Anari Tuala again to the 40. You know who's had a really good season this year? Anari Tuala has found his form again. Penalty to the Bulldogs. That's huge. That's huge. On 5th tackle, they will receive a penalty at the 40, so they're going to go back onto the attack here, the Doggies. Bankstown says, can I tell you what happened tomorrow like a story? Are you making a joke based off of that... Yeah, you're making a joke based off of that Nigerian comedy skit, no? I think I've seen this comedy skit before. I think I know what you're talking about. Makasini, we all know the only time that matters is in the preseason. Makasini might not even be in the top 10 for Rookie of the Year conversation right now. So Lachlan Galvin to Leo Thompson, and Leo Thompson now is going to be 15 metres away from the line on second tackle. Dogs, surely you win this game here still with the players the Storm have out. You've got to be proud if you're a Storm fan, though. I've got to be honest with you. You do have to be proud if you're a Storm fan. Max King is going to be the 10 on third tackle. Max King, they roll it back into Bailey Hayward. He'll go to the right-hand side of Connor Tracy. Connor Tracy up the middle. Connor Tracy still moving. He's lost the ball. He's gone backwards, though. 6 again. And Ari Tuala. He's going to be 5 metres out. It's going to be first tackle here. Is it going to be 0 tackle? It's going to be 0 tackle. So Jacob Kiraz back to Bailey Hayward. And Lachlan Galvin. No, I wouldn't say Marcassini would be the most hyped rookie of the year. I'd say it could be Cooper Bye, but Cooper Bye just hasn't received the minutes to warrant it. Bailey Hayward out of the left. Marcassini was very high in the ratings, though. But Cooper Bye was obviously rated as one who was going to win it. But Oliver Pascoe and Ethan Sanders have obviously been the guys. And Cooper Clark for the Storm. Pascoe and Clark have come out of nowhere. Ethan Sanders was one we knew about for a while. Bailey Hayward, he'll get this ball out here to Stephen Crichton. He'll kick this ball. Oh, it's great. It's an awful kick there from Stephen Crichton, but it's a great catch from the Storm. Back at the 3. I don't know what Stephen Crichton's doing there, and that's a penalty. What is Stephen Crichton doing, bro? That was awful from Stephen Crichton. Jared Sutton saying, I'll talk to Stephen Crichton. I don't know what Stephen's done here. He's kicked this ball through on third tackle. It just wasn't the play. Storm picked the ball up, and then Crichton drops him down there, and he continued on with it. As he's trying to run away there, as he's trying to get away, he does kind of grab and bring him down with him. What was that play? Awful stuff there from Stephen Crichton. Dogs, this is definitely one way to end your season. Like, not that this is going to actually officially end your season statistically, but this would be one way to really end your season. Because if you can't win this game, like, who are you going to win against? This Storm team is... There's a bunch of rookies in right now. There's a bunch of, lesser-known guys in this team right now. You got the Roosters next week, the Rabbitohs the week after, the Dragons the week after, the Panthers the week after, and the Broncos. So you play first, 6th, and 2nd, and you still need to win another 4 games to get to 32. And you're struggling right now against the Melbourne Storm with that, dead set over half of their team. And you play the Roosters next week coming off an 82-point drubbing of the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of game the Bulldogs will get up for, though. But, like, the Roosters could easily go and slaughter them as well. Forward tackling out to 42. I still get a feeling the Dogs win this game, but you just have not been impressive at all. Wishart, I'll get this ball off, and now the Storm be at the 28 on second tackle. By the year would have been Dillbags for his injury. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Curtis Moran will be up there, but that's going to be a drop ball here from the Storm, but it goes backwards, and it's going to be a 0 tackle here for the Storm at the 28. I think by the year is still Dylan Brown. Curtis Moran's in the top 3, though. Curtis Moran's been incredible when he's been fit and healthy for the Titans. It's just the Titans that obviously led down the scenario there, but yeah, Dylan Brown's obviously been massive for the Newcastle Knights. Second tackle, so sad to see him go down injured at the worst time of the season. Same with Dylan Lucas. Stuart Fano, Tuikamana gets the offload away to try and Wishart. Wishart back here to Trent Towell. Trent Towell short ball into the line for Josh King, and Josh King's going to be third tackle to 5. They score a try here. Wow, we Dogs. It's going to be hard for you to work back into it. They go Tyron Wishart off to Loiero. Loiero across here. They kick this ball through. This should be a dropout. Kiraz might get out here. No, he's in the in goal. So a dropout coming up. Seb says, what is this from the Dogs? Can't win and get above the Penguins. Yeah, the Penguins have been saved right now by this performance from the Doggies. 20 minutes to go here of the game, folks. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Very, very close game going down to the wire, and both teams are desperate for a win. Just the best team in Rugby League, mate. Up the Penguins. Get around the Penguins. Get around the Penguins. They're here to stay, mate. They're here to damn well stay. So will the Doggies go for the shorty, or will they go long? There's a long way to go. And they'll kick this ball up. Short one. Good area. Drop ball from the Storm, but it goes backwards. And it's going to be first tackle for them at the 15. This is a massive defensive set here for Canterbury. Think about it, Bankstown. Think about it, son. Stefano Utukamanu, he will get taken down here at the 10 on second tackle. No, don't listen to Daz in regards to high tackle. Oh, no, they're going to tell them to take it back. Otherwise, that was a try for Cooper Clark there. No team has ever made the 8 after getting 80 points on them. That is true, Daz, mate. Yeah, that is true. Actually, I don't know if that is true, to be fair. Oh, no! Nick Meaney's thrown the intercept to Matt Burton. Oh, you thought Storm were going to score for all money, and now Burton's got the ball out to the 30. That's such a poor pass there from Nick Meaney. Melbourne, the Perth Bears. Jethro Renakama now, second tackle at the 35. I always go over the shorty. Thank you, Willem, for the insight into your life there, sir. Now at the 40 on third tackle, close to a high tackle there. Get off to Jacob Kiraz, and Kiraz now is going to get this ball to the 50 on fourth tackle. Man, you forgot he left the Dogs years ago. Yeah, no, he passed the ball straight to the Dogs. Great run here from Lachlan Galvin. Great run from Lachlan Galvin to the 30. Still moving and grooving here, and it'll be fifth tackle at the 30. 19 minutes left. Bailey Hayward and Stephen Crichton. Crichton's going to kick this ball up here to the left-hand side. Jethro Renakama. It's going backwards. Matty Burton. Josh Curran. Josh Curran with the try top of the Doggies. The Dogs will score through Josh Curran down to this left wing. And it will be 24-22 with a kick to come to the Dogs. Damn, that one will crush the old Storm. Josh Curran will score and take the lead here. They'll check to see if there's a knock on here from the Dogs in Renakama, but I think this was knocked back from the Storm. Or knocked on from the Storm, sorry, and then it just lands in Josh Curran's, Burton's hands, and he gets the ball off to Curran, and then try time. So it is about to, well, it's 24-22, not an easy kick here, and they've missed all their kicks from the left-hand side. Like, Stephen Crichton's not a good kick from the left-hand wing. He's under 50% historically. And... oh, this is close. Like, Renakama might have touched this, but it could go back. Like, does it come off the forearm of... like, if it's just straight off of Renakama, it's backwards anyway. I don't know if that would touch Renakama into the hand of the Storm player. I don't know if it could have done that. So it's either just knocked back here from the Dogs, or it's a straight off knock on from the Storm, and it's just a try. Like, it's backwards. Yeah, but the issue is that if it touches Renakama's left hand, it goes into the Storm player's... Tumanatu Brown's hand. Oh, I don't know, man. This is a tough call, but you need guaranteed overturnable evidence, 100%, to prove it. Then again, that's obviously not the truth. But, oh, dude, that's so close. You could, probably off of Renakama? I don't know, man. That's very close. But could you, I don't know if you can give overturnable evidence. I think you have to give it as a try, just like the Cubbo one should have been. We're still waiting for it to be confirmed or not. Off his forearm, that's a knock on. Yeah, but the thing is that can you guarantee that the ball off his forearm goes into the Storm player rather than just coming straight out the back? Because the ball comes backwards regardless. It just comes down to if it goes off of his arm into Tumanatu Brown and then comes forward off of Tumanatu Brown. But I don't know if you can guarantee to me that the ball hits Renakama into the Storm player rather than just coming straight back anyway. And... I don't think you can argue. I don't think there's overturnable evidence. I think this has to be a try. It has to be a try to the Dogs here. There's not enough evidence. You can't guarantee to me that hasn't... like, there's no 100% evidence to say that he's touched this. I think that he may, but it's not down to opinion. It's down to if you can 100% guarantee it. Because ultimately it's coming backwards anyway. And we've been here for long enough. So if we've been here for this long, then you can't tell me with 100% certainty that this is a knock-on. We've gone this far. You can't guarantee it. Like, it probably does, but also you can't even guarantee that it goes into the Storm player afterwards. It comes backwards regardless. Try confirmed. It took way too long to give that. It took way too long to give that. But the thing is, Daz, is that, oh, he touched it. That's not even the issue, though. Because the issue is that if it then goes into the Storm player, because the ball comes... yeah, they've looked at it, they can't see overturnable evidence. That's correct from Sutton. But even if he does touch it, there's no evidence to say that it then goes into the Storm player. The ball comes backwards or forward off of a Storm player. So you have to prove that it's touched Renakama's arm into the Storm player even if he does touch it, you can't even guarantee he touches it, even though I think he probably does, but you can't guarantee that then touches a Storm player rather than just bouncing back itself into the hands of Matt Burton, who then passes it off to Josh Curran. Do you know what I'm saying? There's too many invariables here, and that's why it had to be a try. Stephen Crichton from the wing, and he will finally get one from the wings, but it's 26-22 to the Canterbury Bulldogs with 17 minutes to go here. Ian says, of course it's a knock-on. What are you talking about? They gave it a try. The game's been fixed from the start, everything with the Storm. It's pathetic. Ian, what are you smoking, dude? They just gave it as a try. Are you on the same planet as right now? Ty said, if they can't tell, surely you have to give the try. How are we watching it this long? Absolutely. Okay, it just missed the Storm player on second look. Yeah, but either way, though, like, there was no evidence to actually say that the ball went forward anyway, because it always comes backwards. Bankstown says, all right, man, thanks so much. That's going to... nearly went dead there. But Jacob Kiraz, he'll bring this ball to the 5. This game is not over yet. Still 26-22 to the Dogs. This has actually been a pretty good game to watch, though. And the Doggies now will get this ball to the 10. Leo Thompson on second tackle. Seb says if it needs 20 looks, they should keep the on-field decision after a couple of looks. Absolutely. And that's the problem with the previous try of Cobbo in the previous game of Dolphins-Dragons. Like, that is a try because you can't give your assumption opinion in the bunker. You have to give a fact. And there was no fact to say that the arm touched the ground at the exact same time. Oh, Dogs knock on. Storm ball here at the 15 on zero tackle. Oh, dude, we've seen so many times today that a team has scored a try and they've knocked the ball on straight away in the next set. So for Storm, here's their opportunity to take back the lead here. Storm, first tackle, 10 metres away from the line. What a game we got here, though. What a game we got here between two teams that are desperate for a win to make finals. Tyrone Wishart, he'll be at the 5 on second tackle. If Storm score here, Kate says, well, they will maybe take the lead. They still need to convert it. Trent Loiero to the right-hand side. Short ball, nearly a knock-on, but they do keep it at the 10 on third tackle, Oren Keeley. Third tackle at the 10. They get it back here to Josh King. And Josh King is going to be about 5 metres out with a bit of a wasted run. Wasted run, but 5 metres away. Reggie says, come on, Storm, plus 6.5. Hang on. Well, they might score here. Stefano Utukamanu. 3 metres out for Utukamanu. On fifth tackle. Fifth tackle. They give it across into Loiero. Loiero, fifth tackle, dude. What are you doing? They offload the ball. And it's still offload again. Oh, no. This is going to be a knock-on here from... That was such an awful end of the set there for the Storm. Craig Bellamy, he's looking in disbelief. He's looking in absolute disbelief there. So Dogs ball here at the 10. That was an awful, awful way to end that set. That was just an awful way to end that set there for the Storm. Storm don't know how to win the close one, Sasmo says. Well, I don't know if that's historically correct. I don't know if I would say that is a historically correct statement. Third tackle now for the 40. Because that set, Storm was ever lose. What the heck was that? Well, there's a long way to go. Dogs are currently in the top 8, right, by the way. They would be in 8th position. The Penguins would be in 9th. To the right-hand side, 4th tackle, Maxi King to the 45 on 5th tackle. Oh, they've lost the ball there. The Dogs and the Storm now have the ball at the 45. And they can't challenge it because it's live play. And if you give away a penalty here, then that's just a penalty and you're not allowed to challenge it still. So don't give away a penalty there, Dogs. Suafar Longo, he'll get this ball to 45. They're making too many mistakes now, the Dogs. They're allowing the Storm to stay in this game. This is not the same Storm from years past. Sure, but, mate, you're playing a team right now without literally half their team, over half their team, and you're only up by 4. Like in this game where you've got a full-strength team. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be talking too greatly of the old confidence as we speak. And you're still allowing them to be in this game, mind you, with these knock-ons. Tyrone Wishart gets his ball off, and now they're going to give it off to Nick Meaney. Meaney gets the offload away. And Farlongo gets the offload away again. It's going to be Storm ball back here at the 35. And now they'll be fit tackle. But this does show you that regardless of players on the field, there's still professional players out there for the Melbourne Storm. And it's been a messy last little 5-10 minutes. Storm knocked the ball on here, and the Dogs will be able to grab this ball at the 10. Kiraz gets it across here to Viliami Kickout. He gets it across to Rinakama. This is going to be zero tackle regardless wherever they are. Rinakama goes out to the left. He's away here. Rinakama's away here. Rinakama's away here to 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. And he'll be taken down there by a good tackle by Farlongo and also Trent Loiero, I think it was. They go to the right-hand side here. The Dogs just don't make an error. Don't make a knock-on. They've let that space wide open on this other wing. And the Dogs, and Arituwala, he's had a good game here today. First tackle at 33. A try here doesn't seal it, but it'd be massive for the Dogs. Lachlan Galvin runs this ball. Storm looking a bit tired right now. 20 metres out, second tackle. Please tell me Salmon is on the field, Brenton says. Why? Why? Looking for a hat-trick hero. He is on the field. Burton, kind of Tracy, and Tracy's going to be at the 22 now on third tackle. Bailey Hayward out to the right. And now it's going to be Max King. Fourth tackle, 15 metres away. You get that zinger box ready there, Brenton. Lucky didn't say double. Lucky said hat trick. That's an... To be fair, it wasn't even a bad kick there from... Oh, no, you haven't. Oh, my gosh, Moses Leo. I actually don't believe what I've just witnessed there, bro. I don't believe what I've just witnessed. Like, he's trying to get the ball in play, but he then loses the ball. And now the Storm are going to give up the ball 10 metres out. Dogs with a chance to not seal it, but take a good leap. That is a bad mistake there from Moses Leo, bro. Just take the tackle in the in goal there and do the dropout. It actually arguably is a penalty there too because Toalau is in front of him and deliberately touches the ball. Just going to say Dogs have to lose as well. No. No, you didn't. I don't believe you did. I believe you just said Salmon score a hat-trick. No. I got selective here and here, man. Stephen Crichton, the Lachlan Galvin. Viliami kick out. Vili Bombildi. He'll be taken down 12 metres away from the line. First tackle. 13 metres away. Bailey Hayward to Leo Thompson. And Leo Thompson's going to bring this ball to the 10 on second tackle. 5 on second tackle. Big chance here for the Dogs to take a step towards the top 8. Lachlan Galvin out of the right-hand side. He kind of Tracy. I don't mind the play, but it'll be third tackle at the 5. He tried to step on the inside. Bailey Hayward out to Galvin. Galvin here at the 10. Underneath to Jacob Kiraz. And Kiraz now at the 5. He gets the offload away to Bailey Hayward off to Lachlan Galvin. Galvin to Jamin Salmon. Jamin Salmon to Viliami kick out. Vili Bombilli. Viliami kick out back onto the inside. Can't get the ball away. Oh, he does get the ball away to Stephen Crichton. Try time for Stephen Crichton. Viliami kick out gets a great offload away. With 10 minutes to go in the game here, folks. It is 30 points to 20 with a kick to come. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Viliami kick out with a fantastic offload and it is about to be maybe a 32-22 ball game. But either way, it is a try time for the Doggies. Try time for the Doggies. And yeah, Viliami kick out does well just to keep the ball alive. And then as soon as he gets that ball alive, Storm just had no one down that wing. They had no one down that wing. And there's 10 minutes to go here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The Dogs with a win here will go into the top 8 above the Penguins. Yes, we beat a high school squad. The high school squad's crazy. I think Storm fans are going to take some positives out of this game regardless. I think Dogs fans will still take a few concerns out of this game, but they won't care because they'll be in the top 8. But they still, you still will be one win short of the Cowboys, the Knights, and whatnot. You will be equal with the Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs play the Sharks on Sunday, I think it is. Yeah, like they just couldn't wrap the tackle up there. 3 plays in the tackle. You should have been wrapping that up, though. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have been able to get that ball away there. Like, there's 3 plays in the tackle. But it says Dogs in high school in the same sentence is something. Let's not go down that path. John says, did I get timed out? Did you? I don't know. You must have done something. What did you do? I'm going to scroll back up here. I can't even see what you did. Maybe. But I can't even see what you did. You must have done something, you cheeky bugger. The media will say, forget the Roosters, Dogs are premiership contenders. No, they will not. There's no way people are watching this game and going, the Dogs have been amazing. But they will be in the top 8 with a win here. And that's where they'll finish this weekend too, mind you. They will finish in 8th this weekend. Look, come on. I don't know, man. I didn't see it. But Stephen Crichton from this left wing. And he will miss the kick. Jeez, he's poor from that left-hand wing. 6 tries to 4, though. It's still only an 8-point game. Like, Storm, you're still in this. I wouldn't even need to go for the shorty. If only Dogs beat Raiders, our streak would be on fire. Sure, like the Warriors game was really nice for the most part, but I will say there is... Why are they slowing this down and showing us this try? Like, it was clearly a try. It was clearly an offload. Well, I hope not, Jason. Do you think with Hines getting close to the record, it'll start suddenly getting cramps and they score on the sideline? Well, I hope not, mate. I want him to get the record. I love watching records get broken and smoked. So the Dogs will receive this ball in the in-goal. Let's see if they can complete this set, because we've seen so many times tonight, whether it be the Dogs or whether it be the Storm, that as soon as the team scores a try, they will usually knock the ball on. They will usually make the mistake. Kick taken, can't take it back, Fon says. Sure, I don't know what you're saying there, but sure. Sure. Max King brings this ball out of the 20 on 3rd tackle. To be honest, though, Dogs become a very scary team funded this form. Big 4-pack, very physical team that loves a good scrap. Look, I don't think they're going to win the comp, but I think they can spice up the finals for sure. You definitely wouldn't want to be playing them in the finals if you get into the first week, because they're not going to become a top 4, but like they've got a good chance right now finishing in that 5 through 8 range, and you wouldn't want to be playing them in the first week, even though they haven't won a finals game in the last 2 years. They've been knocked out in straight sets last year, and in the first game the year before him, they completely set, and now the Storm will get this ball at 30 on 1st tackle. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be playing them, because they definitely could be a spicy little product. I don't think that they have what it takes to win a competition this year, but their form is at least a lot better than what we've seen throughout the season so far. So the right-hand side, Suafa'alongo, they give it across here to the 40. So, Fon, I don't actually understand what's happening in the chat right now, but you're about, like, this close has just been removed from it. I don't know why you've been a knob. So left-hand side, like, I should start some genuine question. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch the stream, bruh. So 4th tackle out to 50, and they'll go to the right-hand side. Yeah, Brenton's just removed the comment. Just such a weird comment. It's like, I don't know what you're even upset about. So 5th tackle now at the 40. Josh King goes to the right-hand side. And they're going to whack this ball up high. Can the Doggies catch this one? That's going to be knocked on here from the Dogs. That's going to be knocked on here from Renakama, and Fa'alongo on 0 tackles. Going to get this ball out to the 40, to the 35. He's going to run this ball straight to the line. Oh, turn out to 25 on 0 tackle. On 0 tackle. Toa to the right-hand side. Now at the 15. Joe Chan, 10 metres away from the line, 1st tackle. They score a try here, and this is still game on here. Storm are 8 metres out, 1st tackle. They give it out. If the Storm lose here, they are done. Utuakamanu is 10 metres away from the line, 2nd tackle. And 6 again. 6 again. A Storm now 3 minutes away from the line on 1st tackle. And they give it out the back now to Trent Toalau, to Fa'alongo, and he doesn't know what he's doing. He'll just be taking it out of the 10 on 2nd tackle. A try here would send this last 5-6 minutes into an absolute meltdown. Josh King, he'll be 5 metres away. Bankstown says, I'd like to come to the streams because I can't afford KO, and BKR suddenly yells, then I realise we scored. Fair call. Stefano Tukamanu! Oh, he doesn't get it down. He never usually scores. Remember when I predicted it that time? But he will be taken back out here to the 10, held up over the line. And also because he reads chat, W streaming, get around your banks down. Every game, man, you know it. Hey, good night, bro. As always, thanks for the stream. Cheers, everyone. Puppy Days, probably 6 minutes to go here, and the Storm are not out of it yet. They score here, it's all on. It's only a 2-point game. They score here, and it's going to be 6 again for the... Oh, it's going to be a penalty. I would consider the 2 here to make it a 30-24 game. I'd consider it, and then you have a chance to score a converted try. But they're not going to do it. They're going to go for the try. You may as well. Risk it for the biscuit, baby. Risk it for the biscuit. So the Storm now, Alec McDonald, he's going to run this ball to the 2. And it's going to be 1st tackle now for Melbourne. They're 3 metres out. They go to the left-hand side. The Storm, Toa Joe Chan. He'll be about 10 metres away now. 2nd tackle, 5.5 minutes to go here in the game. She's now got to stay. It's still on here, man. It's still on here. The Storm have to score basically on this set, though. It's going to go backwards here. Oh, no, they're going to say knock on. I am going to say knock on here. 5.5 minutes to go, but the Storm will make a really crucial error on the Dogs. Will get the ball at their own 10. Honestly, happy days. I wouldn't stop watching the game until maybe about a minute to go, because 8 points can be wrapped up pretty quickly. I don't think the Storm are going to do it. I think the Dogs will win this game. I did tip them 1-12-2, mind you, but there's still time here, man. What a shit pass. Keith says, yeah, it's hard to blame Tola for this one. It is a bad pass there. But the Doggies, they will get this ball, and it's going to be Jethro Renakama taken down. Why is he offloading the ball there? They're very lucky, and Burton's going to get away here, taken down to the 30. There was just no need for that offload just then from Renakama, but sure. Stephen Crichton has 0 tackles. The Storm actually touched that ball too. Renakama's going to get taken down here at the 35 on first tackle. First tackle now at the 40. And they roll it back to Bailey Hayward off to Jamin Salmon. And Salmon now will be at the 42 on second tackle. 8 points, but I always give it the 2 points. No, not really. I do get it. Again, I would have considered it, but I do think the going for the try is still the right answer there. But I do get the thought process. Like I said, I would have considered it, but I still probably would have gone for the try. Like at the end of the day, you're still down by 6, and you've got a great opportunity to score. So Jacob Preston's going to be taken down to the 38. I'd rather go for the win rather than going for the safe bet there. Oh, Galvin just gets rocked in the tackle, but gets away from the tackle too of Utukamanu. And he will get taken down now to 23 on fifth tackle. Bailey Hayward off to Stephen Crichton. He will kick this ball up into the air. Viliami kick out. He will get taken down 2 metres out from the line. Storm ball. Wow, the Doggies nearly finished it up there. But kick out does go 2 metres down. Storm have got to go 98 metres here. Just don't make a mistake. And he'll be taken down to 3 on first tackle. Less than 5 minutes away from Melbourne being eliminated from the finals contention. What a time to be alive. I know, crazy to say that, especially with the fact that there's still 5 rounds to go after this. Crazy to say that the Melbourne Storm with a loss here would be eliminated from the finals. Third tackle now at the 15. The last dying breaths of the Melbourne Storm in 2026 are upon us. And it'll be Moses Leo who loses the ball, and that should be the game there, folks. That should be the game. The Doggies should go on to win this one. Didn't think of that. Yep. The Storm are going to be eliminated with a loss here. First tackle, they cannot possibly get to 32 points, and that should be where the finals will be situated. Right-hand side of Maxi King, and King's going to be 10 metres away here from the line. That's a penalty. Just take the 2 here, Dogs. Just take the 2, got by 10. You take away... Yeah, just take the 2 and waste the time here. Honestly, that's what I would do. If I'm the Dogs, it'll just solidify the win, take the 2 and slow it all up. It takes away the 2-point field goal. It takes away the penalty and forces them to score 2 tries in a minute and a half. It's not happening. So if I'm the Dogs, go take the 2. Slow it all down. It wouldn't shock me if they went for the try, but I do think 2 points is the right call here. First time I see the Storm not making the 8. No, they didn't make it in 2010 because of their cap. Are they going for the try? Are they going for the 2? No, they're going to go for the try here. I think the right call was to go for the 2. But they are going to go for the try. They will go for the try here. From grand finals, we're eliminated with 5 rounds left from back-to-back grand finals. So they go Maxi King, and he's going to be 5 metres away from the line. Who's playing tomorrow? We've got Titans versus Warriors. We've got Broncos and Knights. We've got Panthers and Raiders. They're the 3 games tomorrow. Actually, quite a fun day. Stephen Crichton, he's going to go straight through, and he will score the try for the Doggies, and it will be 34 points to 22 with a kick to come, and that was just way too easy, and the Storm are officially eliminated from the finals for 2026. The Bulldogs, they are going to get the job done here. It was way too easy there for Crichton. Way too easy. And Stephen Crichton just dummies it, and way too easy there. Way too easy. Hell yeah, up the Dogs. Good night, y'all. Take care, everyone. And good night, Pappy Days. The Doggies will get the W here. The Storm fought for as long as they could. But just not good enough there from the Storm. And they should get this kick to make it a 13-plus game as well. Yeah, Burton's had a good game in the left centre. He should be getting this right. I know it's from the left-hand side, but he should be getting this. This would have been a fun game to commentate. Yeah, we were here live last night, and yeah, they won pretty easily. Tiger Hood with the $2 donation. Get around your Tiger Hood. Bulldogs to win. GG. Get around it. Get around it. Get around it. 3 from 6 tonight too for Stephen Crichton. They've scored 3 more tries than the Dogs than the Storm. They've just missed a whole bunch of kicks. This has unfortunately been a pretty poor game from the old kicking wise for the Dogs, but they've scored plenty of tries here, and they are going to get a comprehensive 13-plus victory here. As long as Stephen Crichton gets his kick, and that's exactly what he will do. 36 points to 22 with 40 seconds to go here of the game. Top Stream 13, thank you so much. Get around your big rig, you know, where you're live for every single game. I'd say it's do or die for Melbourne now. No, they're already done. Can't believe after all the ups and downs, the Dogs are somehow back in the 8. Well, they're not technically in the 8. They're in the 8 now, but like they've still got one less win than the Cows. But the Storm are already do or die. This is them eliminated. They can't get 32 points. They had to win 5 from 5, and now, because they've got a bye to come, they now have to win 5 from their last 4 games. Can't happen. Can't happen. So 40 seconds left here. I'm sure the Storm will go for the short kick. Give Adam O'Brien the extension. Yeah, fair enough. Dogs get the ball on the short kick. And they'll bring the ball to the 42. Bulldogs run home. Roosters, Rabbitohs, Dragons, Panthers and Broncos. It is a tough run home. They're still going to do a good job. I'd say it's do or die for Melbourne now. Well, yeah, but that comes across as if you're talking as in from now. Oh, Villemi Kickout knocks the ball on. Storm will get one last chance, and if they want it, that comes across as like a, as like you're saying that from now. But anyway, Tiger Hood with the $2 the nation. Get around your Tiger Hood 13+ as well. What a night! Get around you. Great night for you. Great night for you in terms of the old Betterunos. And is this going to be? Are the Storm going to get one last chance at this, or are they? Yeah, they're still packing the scrum here. They're still going to say the Storm get the ball to finish it off. So the Storm, they'll get one last chance to bring it back within, I guess, 1 of 12. Unless they go for the 2-point field goal here, Melbourne. Go to the 2-point field goal. They go to the left-hand side, and Storm, Trent Toalau, he'll give it. Oh, dude, that's so bad there. That's so bad. And the Storm, they knock on for the final play of the game. And the final score will end up as 36-22 to the Canterbury Bulldogs. Great way to end it there for Melbourne. Guys, I need to have a rest. I'm exhausted. Obviously, I'm unwell, but I'm doing my best here to still stream every single game. Tomorrow will be live for all 3 games. Titans versus the Warriors. Panthers versus the Raiders, and the Broncos versus the Knights. So still plenty of rugby league action to come up this weekend. But guys, do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of rugby league. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.